Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So, exciting day today. What we have here is a gas tank with some gas, and we're actually going to put gas into the MGB GT, and then we are going to come in here, turn the ignition key, and see what the heck happens. So yeah, I'll be interested to find out. We actually have identified a little bit of a problem. In looking at the pan that's underneath the car, you can see there's some wetness, and that's actually antifreeze. And we cannot seem to figure out where it's coming from, just because it's definitely not coming from the front of the car where the hoses are at. It does not appear to be coming from the heater core either. So anyway, it's a bit of a head scratcher right now. So after spending a fair amount of time looking at it, we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and put gas in the car. We'll see if it starts. If it does start, then we can at least figure out, hopefully, where the system will pressurize, and we'll figure it out. So anyway, first things first, we'll put gas in the car. So we have our handy dandy 14-gallon tank. I actually use this on my airplane. And so it actually has 91 ethanol-free gas in it. Like a good doobie, I actually have the thing grounded to the car. So before anybody complains about it being up on a table, so it's grounded. And so we're gonna go ahead and put more like, I think we may have 5 or 6 gallons of gas in here. So that's the plan. We'll put that in there and then we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with actually showing us filling up the car. So let's put some gas in the car and we'll see you in a bit. Okay. So we have put fuel in it. So now the next thing is, obviously the whole electric fuel pump needs to be primed. We kind of turned it on for a little bit. It sounded not too good, but obviously at some point in time it's gonna quit sucking air and start sucking fuel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here and turn the ignition key, at least on, and see what happens. So that, I'm pretty certain there's a pump sucking air. The question is, are we getting gas up here? So that's a very, very good question. I can actually feel the vibrations in the tube. Okay, I should have mentioned him. I have my big brother all the way from Canada today, so he's visiting. He's my intrepid assistant, and we're hoping we're gonna watch him start the car while we're here, so we'll see. So anyway, Richard is actually gonna take over as cameraman duty. And so what has happened here is that we have noticed that when we were looking at the fuel pump, I've been trying to figure out which way was right, but I never was able to figure out until I shone the light. And there's a very clear arrow that showed that I had a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and I did not. So we're gonna turn this thing around, see what happens, and see if there's a bunch of fuel that comes out of here or not. I suspect that there will not be a bunch of fuel here, but we'll see. Luckily, I've got my easy peasy clamps to kind of take it off, and I didn't get super carried away in that department. So yeah, no fuel. Well, at least you need to put it going in the right direction, regardless of what the deal is. So, okay, now at least the arrow goes in the right way. I'm not sure if there's any. I'd be very surprised if there's a check valve in there, but maybe there is. Okay, so now, for funsies, let's turn the ignition back on and see if the sound of the pump is any different. Okay. Okay, we'll go check it out. Okay, I bet you did not expect to see this as the next slide or frame in this little YouTube video. So basically, I pulled out the pump. This is the pump that came with the car, and it looks pretty much new. So I basically hooked it up to my power supply, tried pumping water out of here into the sink, no luck. As I had mentioned previously, I thought I was having an issue with my just getting the pump primed. So I did, when I unhooked the pump from the fuel lines, it's gonna be hard to tell back here. Most likely you're not gonna see a whole lot of anything. Anyway, so when I did unhook it, I noticed that actually I did have gas coming out of the upstream end, but no gas coming from the downstream end. So anyway, so that's pretty much, let's go to Amazon and buy a new fuel pump. I did go and check what Moss had for fuel pumps. And so actually Moss has a fuel pump for, I don't know, 110 bucks, and Amazon has the exact same pump for like 78. So guess what, where I'm buying it. I should have it in a couple days. Now, why am I back at the radiator? So I think I reported previously that I also have some kind of weird drips in the bottom, which I think I have resolved. Let's have a look. Yep. And so it turns out that the drips are coming from the water pump. When I put the hose on the water pump, it actually had a little, what I would call cancer on it. And so I didn't really tighten it up enough. And so it's coming from there. So I have these kind of a strap. If you look down the bottom there, you might be able to see it. It's a little blurry, but yeah. So I have these kind of straps right here. I swung by West Marine, which I know is a really West Marine. This is a car, but West Marine has these actually pretty gung-ho clamps. So we're gonna basically clamp those, and that should resolve the problem. So anyway, at this point in time, I think I'm gonna end this particular little episode. It'll be a nice short one. I feel a little bit like Geraldo Rivera when he basically opened Al Capone's tomb and there was nothing in it. Oops. Okay, so we will hopefully be back in a few days. We did get gas put in the car, so the tank is full. And the really cool thing about the tank being full is that I can at least verify that, hey, look, the fuel gauge is actually, oh, where's the fuel gauge? Right there, the fuel gauge actually works. So good news, something on the dashboard now has been confirmed as operational. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this little episode. If you want to see additional content just like this, don't forget to subscribe. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Okay, take care, bye-bye. If you like this video, hit subscribe and give us a big like down below. Thanks for watching.